Canada is rocking the IT world, and yes, today the government of Canada announced new pathways and visas for IT professionals, which will make Canada the hotbed for IT professionals. My name is Gautam Koluri. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, founder director of CIP Study Abroad, and previously worked in Conestoga College and Mohawk College as the International Students Recruitment Officer. Well, let's dive in. So, what happened today? Well, we had the Collusion Conference in Toronto. This is one of the world's top IT conferences, and this is annually held here in Toronto. And we had Minister Sean Fraser make a very important exclusive immigration announcement. So, what is this announcement? Yes, one important pathway for STEM professionals, and second big announcement was for 10,000 visas for H-1B US visa holders, right? Huge, right? So let's dive in and we can take it forward from there. So this is, let me share you the announcement video from the Collusion. So this is from the Collusion conference, and the announcement
to be introducing again on center stage Canada's Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, Sean Fraser, who's here to make some big announcements. Please welcome the Minister.
Thanks so much, Neil. Folks, we are living in an age of disruption. But that disruption creates extraordinary opportunities for anyone who's bold enough to seize the moment. The reality is, over the last couple of years, we've seen new solutions that I could not have imagined only a few years ago. We've seen new technological advances that are absolutely game-changing. And people and capital are more mobile than they have ever been at any point in the world's history. There's no question, as borders opened up, that we are in a global race for the same pool of talent with competitors around the entire world. Now, in my view, Canada's winning that race, and we might be winning it, but I think we can win it by an even larger margin. So today, we're unveiling our new strategy to attract some of the most talented tech professionals from all over the world to come to Canada. Now, I've been given only a few minutes to share 6 new and improved ideas. And folks, fasten your seatbelts because this is a big deal. Here we go. First, we are launching a new and dedicated pathway for permanent residents that's specifically available to employees and workers in the STEM sectors.
So interesting. Specific pathway for professionals from the STEM sector. So this is great news. We already have targeted draws, so I hope this is something different than the targeted draws. So let's go forward.
Second, under the Global Skills Strategy, this is a program that was launched about 5 years ago and was extremely successful to bring talented people to this country, but it was hampered by pandemic processing delays. A new application that comes in today, we expect we can process that work permit in just 2 weeks so companies can have access to the talent that they need when they need it. Third, the Startup Visa Program, which creates a pathway to permanent residency for entrepreneurs who create companies that will hire Canadians, has been suffering from certain challenges. This is a program with extraordinary potential we've not been able to realize simply because there was a flaw in program design. We receive more applications than we have spaces available. We've recently increased the number of spaces from 1,000 a year to 3,500. But going forward, we're going to prioritize applications within that system by focusing on features like whether a company's got capital committed or whether it's received an endorsement for a trusted partner. But for those who are in the queue, we've got good news. We're also going to issue open work permits for 3 years for them and their families to be in Canada while they wait for their applications to be completed. Now, these are some new ideas. Those are some ideas with existing programs that we're improving, but we get some brand new information to share as well. Over the course of this year, Canada is going to be developing a specific stream for some of the world's most highly talented people that will be able to come to Canada to work for tech companies, whether they have a job offer or not. Fifth, we are going to be launching a digital nomad strategy, which is going to allow people who have a foreign employer.
So interesting, guys, right? So a visa, for open work permit visa for IT professionals who can come to Canada even without a job. So that's great. And second, like the next one, the fifth one, what Minister was saying about is digital nomad. Basically, if you have job, and if your employer is letting you work from overseas, you can come here and work in Canada.
To come work in Canada for up to 6 months, live in communities in this country, and spend money in communities in this country. And should they receive a job offer while they're here, we're going to allow them to continue to stay and work in Canada. 6, and finally, we've been watching very closely what's been going on in the tech sector in the United States. Where we've seen a public narrative around layoffs, we've been having private conversations about opportunities. Going forward, as of July 16th, we will have a stream that will allow 10,000 H-1B visa holders in the United States to come and work in Canada. The reality, folks, you've got the ideas, but you need the...
So guys, yes, 10,000 visas, a new visa program which will allow H-1B holders from US come to Canada for a 3-year work permit. So I will share the details later. But
You've told us that and we've been listening. We're going to do everything that we can to position Canada as the destination where your ideas can become a reality. Thank you, Collision, for the opportunity to share this news. It's time to get to work.
So that was great news from Minister Sean Fraser. This is going to make Canada a very favorite destination for all the IT professionals. So let me look into, this is basically what I wanted to share with you guys as well. So this is the official page here. And if you can see, the H-1B, let me just make sure that I did not miss it. So this is the H-1B visa. So 10,000 visas will be issued to H-1B holders. What is the requirement? Basically, the US H-1B visa should be expiring soon and they want to live here in North America. So the H-1B holders and their families will be able to come here, and the digital nomads at what we just discussed. So this is great news for all IT professionals across the world. And I know, especially from South India, from India, specifically South India, there are so many students, international students, who study masters and then 3 years OPT, and then if they don't get picked up in the H-1B lottery, right? Shocking. This year, 780,000 people submitted applications for the H-1B, while there are only 85,000 H-1Bs, 20,000 for masters and 65,000 for the general cap. So if they don't get picked up, they go for a second master's, which is another 2 years. So first master's 3 years, and then 2 masters, and then second master's. So total 7 years they end up spending waiting for the H-1B to pick up. So guys, this is a great opportunity here in Canada, and this is the official update from the IRCC. If we look into the program here, this is basically what we just discussed. One is promoting Canada, for the digital nomads, and second, improving mobility in North America. So basically from 16 July 2023, H-1B holders will be able to get a 3-year work permit to Canada. So guys, this is very interesting. So, and also what first mentioned is developing a new innovation stream under the International Mobility Program to attract highly talented individuals. So basically they are trying to come up with a new program, employer-specific permits for 5 years for workers destined to work for a company, or open work permits for 5 years for highly skilled workers in select demand occupations. So this is huge development for IT professionals across the world. So, well, follow me for updates. My name is Gautam Kolluri. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and founder director of CIP, Study Abroad and Immigration Network. Great news, and really excited to see how Canada is really being the champion for all the IT professionals. And during the pandemic as well, Canada has come up with so many innovative ideas supporting international students, and I hope Canada is on the target to bring in 500,000 immigrants every year as per the government's mandate. So thank you guys, cheers, and take care.